Alright guys, RoKage here and welcome back to the brand new video. Here we are again on Street Fighter Duel, and on today's video we have an really important topic that still a lot of you ask me and still you have a lot of problems with that. Team building. So which are the best teams in the game? I usually done like tier lists for the best teams, but I decided this time to go like this, okay? Because I believe like this it will be more understandable and more clear for everyone. So let me I do best teams first by faction. Okay, so we're gonna do best wind team, best yellow team, and best red team. And then afterwards I will show you in my eyes which are the best mixed teams and which teams I use the most. Okay, leave a like, subscribe, and let me start with the topic. As you can see, I am now pretty much, so we have 41 chapters. I am in the mid game right now, somewhere in the middle of mid game, and I'm going slowly by the end of the mid game and towards the end game. So team composition will differ from early game towards the end game, but still some basic stuff will stay the same that will help you out with that same logic to progress in this game without any problem. Okay, the only difference is in like early game you don't really need tanks, but in the mid game towards the end game you need everything. Okay, so that's the only like difference, but still, if you have broken teams, you can use them in early game. Also, it doesn't matter. You can even also put the tanks. It really doesn't matter. You're gonna still progress. Okay, enough of that. Let we go. Okay, let me just clear this. Okay, let me start. So we have Wind Faction. The best team for Wind Faction would be, at least in my eyes, be Zangief. Definitely this is the character that you're gonna constantly use from the early game if you want it, and towards the mid game and end game you're gonna definitely need him because of the interruption stunts and really crazy AoE attacks that he is capable of doing. Okay, Lee, also amazing wind character. You definitely use her for the she can do damage, she can do that AoE damage. Plus she has insane single target damage also with certain attacks. But anyhow, she is amazing for that energy, like for the speed and energy and damage overall. But she's not like main DPS, but definitely will help you out with the damage. Kame is here as the best wind DPS character for sure in single target sense. Like she is capable of, when you build her up, she's capable of one-shotting the characters like crazy. So you want to use Kame as a main DPS right here. And then you have Gil. Like Gil, I still didn't build him up and I don't use him enough, like with the same case with Kame, just because he's not still SSS, or at least SS+. This is something what I need these days to progress at least, okay? But definitely Gil is here for doing crazy AoE damage. Definitely one of the characters that will carry you. Like Zangief and Gil, extremely important characters. Okay, okay, so this is like a wind team. You can also like put Guy here, like for example you can put Guy here, or you can just switch between. It just depends what do you need. But for example, Guy is also really good character for wind team because he is capable of for example, you're facing against the Bison team, he can bypass Bison and attack further characters like this. So definitely a really useful character. Okay, and then of course you can put here, I don't know, if you need more damage then you put on Kame, bigger damage, or you need more tankiness and a little bit more buff on Zangief, then you put the characters on him. Of course there is also that assist part of the character, like when you reach spirit, I believe it's +5 or +10, then you're gonna get that assist skill activate, and then certain characters can even help you more as being here as assist. But okay, I explained that in one of my videos, so I don't repeat myself. This time we're gonna focus purely on the teams. So this is about the blue faction in my eyes, like the best teams that you can go with. Okay, yellow team, honestly I've been using it like from the beginning the most. Like Madryu, definitely one of the best early game characters. Like he'll definitely one-shot everyone, and then after 25-40 he will start to fall off, just because you need like tankier units, you need the characters that can survive. So yeah, but still, Madryu in early game, towards the mid game and early part of mid game, extremely useful DPS, single target DPS character. Now for the tankiness, you use Honda or Zangief. Okay, mainly I will choose Honda just because I built him up. Like with his shield and what he's capable of, like Honda is top tier character in the game, 100%. Now don't get me wrong, he, like this Zangief is not a bad tank, but in my eyes Honda is better. But you can also replace Honda with B Zangief if you need the tankiness here. Okay, so let me put Honda here. Like I said, in early game you don't even need tankers. Okay, Makoto also. Makoto is like top tier tank. Top tier tank, definitely high durability when you have it fully built up. Okay, okay, so let me actually put Makoto here. Okay, Elena, I don't need to talk about her. One of the best support characters in the game because of her insane heal. It's broken for sure. And definitely will help out your Madryu to survive longer. But okay, and now other characters that you can use Poison for the AoE damage. Also you can use Blanca, like regular Blanca is also really good with AoE attacks and the shocks that Blanca can provide here. And also the best replacement for Madryu, especially for the mid game and end game. Okay, he is like a fashion Blanca, right? But he is legendary typing. Okay, I will talk about fashion Blanca later on when I will talk about mixed teams. But yeah, that's mainly like one of the best teams that you can use from Yellow faction. Also, Combat Gil. Like when you need AoE damage, when you need a little bit tankier character and everything else, definitely you should use Combat Gil if you have him built up. Definitely he will help a ton here. And then again, you can put like additional buffs to your characters with this assists. And now you can switch between, it depends what characters do you need. Now I didn't talk about the blue faction right here. Okay, I don't have a combo tree, so put it like this. Okay, play around, you know, play around. It is definitely, yeah, like this, maybe even better, because like this I have like full combo. And then play around. Do you want to first start with AoE shock, heal, then AoE, then single target, or the best way maybe is to start with a buff of Honda, then AoE attacks, this and that. It just depends. And Gil, it just depends what do you need. You can play around with this one, okay? So I won't go into details. Okay, so this team is absolutely amazing. You have the tankiness, you have the healing, you have AoE damage. Definitely amazing yellow team. Okay, let me proceed now to the red faction. Okay. One of the best red faction characters is for sure Viper. Most of the times you want to use her super first because she will do that crazy AoE damage and she goes against the back character, so also destroys Bison teams, okay? And overall you will use Viper as an assist, as a main character in against the bosses sometimes, in the challenges, in the Supreme Fist. You will have high usability of Viper. So one of the main characters. Now Dhalsim is here for additional AoE damage, plus you have like both of them are flames and pretty much they help each other to do bigger and bigger damage in time, okay? Also one of the best tanks for the red faction is DJ or Hugo. I prefer DJ because of his shield, but Hugo is like he's capable of also healing himself, so it just depends what do you need. And usually I put in the back like Dudley because he can manipulate and control other enemies, like can push other characters that it moves there and this. So yeah, you can manipulate opponent's team with him for sure. Valuable character. Okay. For assist, like if you have him +5 +10 spirit, like this guy will help you so much. Viper with him, she will do additional crazy damage. So a beautiful sync right here. Let's see which character should be also usable here. I mean, then you put like additional buff or something like that to the character you need. So you can put on Dhalsim if you need more HP, or DJ and everything else. Okay, also like I said, the best thing is to start with Viper, but then again it all depends what are you facing against. So you can go DJ, AoE Viper, and then AoE Dhalsim. Like this strategy is beautiful because you have AoE single target, AoE another crazy damage from Viper, and then another AoE damage from the Dhalsim. Like insane character for that. Okay guys, so this is pretty much the basic what characters are the best for each faction and what teams are the best overall. Now have in mind, like I cannot offer you like every single detail here because the video would be like 1 million minutes long. But okay, for the end, let me now show you mixed. Like most of the times, especially in the mid game towards the end game, you're gonna use mixed teams. Okay, so you're gonna use multiple characters from different factions. Okay, so for example, this is my best team that pretty much carried me through craziness. Like Bison, insane durability overall. If you have your characters alive, he will resurrect himself and do additional damage. Like overall the best character in the game, I don't need to repeat that. Now Fashion Blanca. So Bison here is for like damage dealing and tank. He's like a tank here, let me say like that, because he will revive himself and he's practically unkillable. He is unkillable until you have a fighter left with Bison. Okay, so this B Zangief for sure, like for the interruption stuns and longevity also of that character. Like he is you cannot kill him that easily. So here I have Bison, which can offer that tankiness in a sense and crazy damage dealing. B Zangief that offers you stuns, interruptions, and really good AoE damage. And then Fashion Blanca, like he is a tank, but he's crazy. My main AoE DPS damage dealer, like the damage dealer, main AoE damage dealer for me. This guy carried me through the hell, let me call it like that. So one of the most important characters in the game for sure. And then in the back I put Elena for that heal. Like in the mid game, end game, you're gonna need that healing, you're gonna need that DPS, you're gonna need that tankiness, you're gonna need everything, stun, interruption, because the teams that we are facing is like 1 million difference, as you can see right here. Okay, so one of the best teams in the game. And then for example, if I want to do even more damage, like Viper as assist will do additional damage when Honda uses his combo. So then again, also like crazy strategy. And then you can put like, if you want that your Bison is even like tankier, you can put like Sakura or someone else who can buff it like with the damage and everything else. For example, here Blanca. Or you want that your B Zangief is more tankier. It just depends. Overall, what do you need on the situation? Now here are more broken teams that I use. Like sometimes I put it like this, because every time I do AoE or single target damage with Bison, like Viper will do additional damage, plus when he dies and he revives himself, he will do additional damage. So that is like also broken. Also, sometimes I put B Zangief as assist here. So I put Lee here, and I put B Zangief so I get additional buff towards the Fashion Blanca and tankiness for Fashion Blanca. And also here, if you have like +5 spirit or something like that unlocked for him, he will do like automatically the additional damage, AoE damage. Like he will do that craziness like B Zangief does. So he's also an amazing assist. So this is also one of my best teams that I frequently use. It just depends on the situation I have. Sometimes I replace like Lee with Sakura. That is also working really well. In some rare occasions I use like I put here also the tank, but rarely, honestly, because he's still not fully built up. Okay, so you can play around with this. Also, I can tell you right away from the experience of other players, like Gil is also one of the greatest characters that can carry you. If you don't have build up Fashion Blanca, you can definitely choose Guile, because I always call him Gil, but you always say I mispronounce it, so hopefully I pronounce it now good. Guile, okay? Yeah, here's a good thing for AoE DPS. Okay, let me go on now a little bit on like pay to win side of the game. For example, I saw that Painblade is using this team, and as you know, you probably know about Painblade, like one of the craziest whales out there, and also really good person, really good content creator. I love that man, like definitely really good person overall. Okay, yeah, this is the team that he uses, like Gore Magala. I mean, I already talked about him yesterday. Go check out my video. Even as a A+, he can be extremely valuable, but not in the challenges, like more against the bosses and everything else. But when you have him fully built up, Bison and him will carry you through everything. So this is also one of the craziest teams out there. You can also put Bizangief here for the interruption stuns. Now you can play around with this. Also, you can also put like Fashion Blanca right here. This is also crazy team because Dragon Ken will give you an insane buff with his passive, so Fashion Blanca will do even more and more damage. So for example, I want to put Viper here, and then someone else I want to put here. It really doesn't matter now. It depends on situation, what do you need and what kind of buffs do you want. But this is also an amazing team to use, and definitely can carry you through everything. Like, I wish that I spend money for building up the Ken. Honestly, he's one of my favorite characters these days, so yeah. Also one of the craziest teams. Yeah, what I was saying, so Painblade, what he uses. Now, I don't have Rose. Okay, he uses this. As far as I remember, yeah, this is the strategy that he uses. Now, the assist you can play around, it doesn't really matter. I'm taking about the main team. Now, he's switching Elena with Rose, depending on situation. But also one of the most broken teams, Bison, unkillable. Gore Magala can with the DPS, and again, really hard to kill overall, like, and plus he's supporting your whole team. And then Jan for that massive single target DPS damage. Okay guys, I believe I covered everything here, what I wanted to say. Now, there is still many more teams that are usable, but I wanted to show you like the most important teams and the most important strategies that you should go around with. Okay, I again forgot to tell you, like, okay, my best team. Okay, let's put it like this actually, let's put it like this. Lee. Or Magala can go here, and then Bizangief. Yeah, for example, like this. Usually I go with this combo, so Fashion Blanca AoE, then heal, then Fashion Blanca AoE, and then you can finish it up with single target, but single target attack combo 3 from Lee. Definitely a really good thing. Or you can even use, like, when you have him building up, you can go with AoE damage, AoE attack for Bison at the end, because then he will push towards the opponents, and opponents will attack him, he will die, and then he will revive and do additional damage. Like, really good strategy. This is one of the strategies that works so good even on auto. Okay guys, that's it. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Tell me in the comment section below, is this better than best teams tier list? I believe it is, because here you can actually see it, and on the tier list you cannot see it. I mean, it's no point, like, it's really hard to categorize. It depends how we're going against the challenges, how we're going against this and that, but like this overall, I believe you have all informations you need to create a really good teams in the game that will carry you, and trust me, this will help you a ton. Okay, that's it. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Bye, I'm done for today. It's Saturday. Bro, I'm not taking a break. OMG. Bye, guys.